joining today's information session. I'm going to give it just a few minutes for people to filter in and then we'll get started. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. You are at today's information session for the Master Brewer Certificate with UC Davis Continuing in Professional Education. I am your enrollment coach. My name is Christy Craig, and I am here to assist you with any questions that you have throughout today's information session, any questions you have along the way throughout your program, and any questions that you have about the enrollment process. I will be sure to answer all your questions by the end of today's session. However, to help you time things better, I am going to be sharing the agenda with you. Feel free to ask questions along the way through the Q&A section, and I'll be utilizing the chat feature to share different attachments and links throughout. So for today's session, I will be starting out with discussing the different videos so that way we can hear from the instructors. Also at the end, I'll be discussing financing options for you, and then also we'll address the Q&A. All right, so I do want to kick things off with sharing my Calendly link. This will give you access to my calendar, and if you have any questions or if you prefer a one-on-one appointment, feel free to schedule. You are welcome to reach out to me directly through phone or email. My information is all here as well. So that's in the chat for you. And we're going to start out by hearing from the academic director of the Master Brewer Certificate Program, Glenn Fox. He is one of our amazing instructors, and he'll be able to give you a little insight on the program.
Glenn Fox. I'm the Anheuser-Busch Endowed Professor of Malting and Brewing Science here at UC Davis. I have responsibilities with the undergraduate and graduate brewing programs, but also I'm academic director of the Master Brewer Certificate Program, the program that you are doing or will be doing very soon. The Master Brewers Program is highly regarded by the industry. Many breweries will send their staff for training, and certainly many breweries will be looking to employ new staff that have the Master Brewer Certificate Program qualification. During the course, you will learn more about beer than you ever thought you'd want to know. We go deep into the chemistry, biochemistry, fermentation science. We cover engineering and packaging and sensory. All of these things are important in understanding how to make high quality, good, consistent beer. You will really enjoy your time here at UC Davis, and the friends you make in the cohorts you have with the online as well as the in-person class will be with you forever. This is an amazing network. This is an amazing industry. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in UC Davis really soon.
All right. So now that you've heard a little bit about the program, let's talk about the different modalities it's offered in. We are still accepting applications for our upcoming in-person cohort for 2025. That program is on-site. It is 15 weeks long. It is a highly intensive Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 p.m., and it runs from March 10th through June 20th. The tuition for that is $16,000, and we are, as I said, actively still accepting applications for the upcoming cohort. The other modality is our online program. That is a 20-month-long program. It's considered part-time. It is next offered January 12th of 2026. We offer each of these cohorts once a year. So our in-person always starts in March, and our online always starts in January. So the tuition for that is $13,200 plus the cost of textbooks. And in addition to that, we offer an optional in-person boot camp. All right, let me go ahead and have you hear from one more of our instructors for an insight. This is our program director, John Hughes, and he has a vast experience. And he is going to be able to tell you a little bit about the different modalities and the process within the classroom for these programs. So let me go ahead and run that quick video.
Hi, my name is John Hughes, and I'm the Director of Food and Agriculture Programs at UC Davis, Continuing and Professional Education. I oversee the Master Brewers Certificate Program, and I also teach the microbiology and laboratory components. I just want to give you a little taste of what you can expect from the Master Brewers Certificate Program. We have both a fully in-person and a fully online program. Now, both of these have the exact same curriculum and the same instructors. The in-person program takes place over the course of 15 weeks. And during this time, you are generally in the classroom Monday through Friday from about 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. So it's almost like a full-time job. For the online program, we have taken that same curriculum and we've divided it into 7 different 10 to 12 week courses, which take place one at a time over the course of about 20 months. Now, these programs cover in great depth all of the concepts from raw materials through brewing, fermentation, packaging, quality, and brewery engineering. Now, I want to be very clear that this program, both in the online and in-person format, are primarily lecture-based. The in-person program takes place largely in our off-campus classroom, which is attached to Seaborg Brewing Company. And there you will participate in lectures from our instructors. You will see guest speakers. You will also participate in group projects and have sensory tasting experiences. Now, just because this is primarily lecture-based doesn't mean you won't have the opportunity for hands-on learning and engagement. You will. You will be able to spend 2 weeks for the in-person students in our state-of-the-art August A. Bush III pilot brewery system and the Sierra Nevada Brewing and Food Science Laboratory, both of which are located on campus here at UC Davis. In addition, for the in-person program, there are also field trips to breweries, manufacturing plants, and also an opportunity to brew a collaboration beer with local breweries. Now, for the online program, we have an optional 1-week boot camp. So you can come out to Davis for 1 week and you get to brew on that same pilot brewing facility. You get to perform the same analyses in that laboratory. And we actually do have a field trip lined up for that boot camp. So I hope this clarifies how this program works. And I am very much looking forward to seeing all of you in the classroom.
All right. So as John said, the in-person is going to be Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 p.m. And it is the duration of 15 weeks. About 13 weeks of that is going to be classroom-based, and the remaining 2 weeks will be primarily hands-on practicum. So with that, the breakdown again will be $16,000. There is a payment plan available if you are interested in enrolling in the in-person. It does break it down to 3 installments and then a $1,000 deposit. So that is available for you if you are interested in doing the in-person with the payment plan, or you are welcome to pay upfront. Either way, it is the same price. The certificate registration fee is a one-time $125. And then included with the tuition is all of your textbooks, all your course materials, everything that you will need for completion of the certificate. Now, the outside component to the in-person program is room and board accommodations. We don't have an opportunity to place our continuing professional education students in dorms or on campus. So housing accommodations would be an outside cost to you, and you would need to make those arrangements. Now, for our online, that is a 20-month program. Again, as I said, it is considered part-time. So it is going to allow you to work around your current schedule with your employer, family commitments, whatever it may be. The outside component is approximately 12 to 15 hours per week commitment to success. That will include all of your readings, reviewing pre-recorded lectures, completing assignments, and submitting all of your projects. Now, in addition to that, you will have the midterm, final, and regular exams. So do note that that will be more towards the 15-hour-a-week commitment during those times. The format for this is you take one class at a time. Each class runs between 10 and 12 weeks, and each week is considered a module. So with this asynchronous format, you will sign in on Monday. You will have a week's worth of assignments and deadlines available to you. And once those are completed, you'll be good for the week, and then you'll jump on to the next week that following Monday. So again, 12 to 15 hours per week commitment to success is recommended, and you do have to sign on weekly to complete those assignments. Now, you do not have a particular time or day that you're required to sign on for your lecture. Your lectures are pre-recorded. However, there will be a weekly open office hour engagement where you're able to join in with your classmates and your instructor to ask questions, discuss different topics, and go through any discussion that you would like to at that time. Now, if you're not able to attend, if you're in a different time zone or your work doesn't permit, that's absolutely fine. It is recorded and provided to you. No live component is required for this program, but engagement is absolutely encouraged. Plus, it allows you the opportunity to network with your cohort and your instructors. There is the week-long boot camp at the completion of this certificate. If you would like to engage in that, it's an opportunity for you to come work in that pilot brewery and have that hands-on practicum. So the price breakdown for the online program, that is $13,200. Now you are able to pay as you go. So you pay per course at time of registration. So again, that's going to be every 10 to 12 weeks. It will range between $1,600 and $2,000 per class, depending on the units. And I'll share that schedule with you next. In addition to that, there is the one-time certificate fee of $125. Textbooks and course materials are not included with your tuition. The additional cost of that is on average around $1,400. Of course, it is per course that you would be needing those materials. It's not a lump sum, and you would be able to shop for your resources. So depending on if you are purchasing new, used, or electronic version, that may vary in cost. So you'd be looking at approximately $1,400 in total over the 20 months for your course materials and textbooks. In addition to that, if you choose the optional bootcamp, that cost is $1,400 for the week-long experience. So when you combine your tuition, your textbook cost, and the bootcamp, it brings you right back to that $16,000, the same for the online as the in-person. So let's take a look at that schedule so you can see the breakdown. So here is the cost per course. You can also see the dates for the classes. You take one class at a time. You can see there's different gaps, especially around the holidays, things like that. It is not a consistent 20 months. You do have breaks in between. So you're able to plan accordingly. This is already the set schedule for the 2026 cohort, which concludes in 2027. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the prerequisites. So the prerequisite requirements for this program, both in person and online, are the mathematics of pre-calculus and 2 of the 4 sciences at least a general level. Now, this is a college general level, not introductory. So that would be microbiology, a general chemistry or an organic chemistry, physics, or engineering. It doesn't matter when you completed these courses. It is important that you do have still some recollection of the material, that you have a consistency in using that concept, so that way it's not completely brand new to you. But yes, as long as you have completed these in your background, then we are good to go and we can sign off on those. If you have not been using these concepts in quite a while, a refresher course would be recommended, but not required. the application requirements. For either program, the online or the in-person, we will need you to complete an application form that is online. With that application, you will attach your transcripts, just unofficial PDF transcripts reflecting those prerequisites are what's needed. In addition to that, we do ask that you complete a professional resume and attach that. No brewing experience is required for acceptance into this program, but we do have a component of this program that focuses on career development, and we'd like to be able to use that template for moving forward into that project. So we do request that you do submit a resume, plus it's nice to be able to know your experience and be able to implement that into the process. So the only true requirement for acceptance into this program is completion of those 3 college level courses, 1 pre-calculus and 2 of the 4 sciences at least a general level. A degree is not required, no prior brewing experience is required, just those courses. So if you are currently lacking those courses, not a problem. I can absolutely recommend some for you. Once you complete those, you'll be able to provide a transcript and you'll be accepted into the program. Do note for our in-person cohort beginning March 10th, we are going to accept applications until February 28th. After that, we'd be able to defer you to the next cohort and reach out to me if you have any questions about that. If you're currently in the process of completing those courses for the prerequisite and you know the deadline's going to be close, reach out. I'm happy to work with you and see what we can do for you there. All right, let's go ahead and jump to our next instructor insight. We have Lindsay Barr, who is our sensory instructor, and she is absolutely amazing. She is our sensory specialist on site, and she'll be able to let you know a little bit about that program.
My name is Lindsay Barr, and I teach the sensory portion of the UC Davis Master Brewers course. In our time together, we cover everything from raw materials to beer flavor, all the way up to sensory methodologies and statistics. I'm a really big fan of experiential learning, so we do a bunch of tastings and we work through case studies together so that you can take what you've learned and actually apply it in the real world brewing setting. By the end of the course, you'll have a great idea about how you can run a sensory program in any kind of brewery and how you can use your own tasting skills to make better decisions about what product to develop and how to run quality control in a brewing facility.
All right, so here is just a few of the concepts that you'll be able to learn through our program. I am going to pause and see if anyone has questions that I can address so far, and then we'll go ahead and conclude with hearing from Charles Bamforth on a small snippet about the program itself. We're going to discuss financing, and then I will open it up for any remaining questions. Does anyone have any questions about the application process, about the course load, anything that I can assist with before we move forward? All right, well, I'm going to jump right ahead then, and I will open it up for questions again at the end. All right, so here is our final instructor insight. It's a name in the industry that needs no introduction. However, I will go ahead and introduce Charles Bamforth. Charlie has been in the brewing industry now for over 45 years. He's been a part of the UC Davis family since 1999. Let's go ahead and hear from him why UC Davis is the right program for you.
Hello, Charlie Bamforth here. I've been part of the brewing industry since 1978, which I dare say is before most of you were born. But the old brain's still working, and I'm hoping that I will get the opportunity to interact with you and pass on whatever pearls of wisdom I've got as part of the Master Brewers program at UC Davis. I've had a career in the industry in research, in a research organization, also at Bass Brewing Company, where I was research manager and experience also as a quality assurance manager. So I've been at the sharp end. I've been in the real world, should we say. Of course, since 1999, I've been part of the setup at the University of California, Davis. Also, I'm associated with the University in England, but that's by the by. You want to hear all about why Davis is the right place for you. And it is. Whether you come to a class that's held in the classroom here in Davis, or whether you pursue the opportunity online. Either way, you're going to get a wonderful brewing education at UC Davis. We cover the essentials in great detail. We have fun while we're doing it. We'll talk about everything from raw materials right the way through to the quality of the beer. You'll hear me talking about the wonders of the beer bottle, the appearance of beer, the flavor of beer, quality assurance, and of course all points in between, the malting and brewing processes, and all that is really going to be valuable to you in a career in brewing or a related industry. Irrespective of whether you're already in the industry, we will give you those aha moments. You'll be thinking, well, I wonder why we do this. And when you've done the class at UC Davis, if you do the class at UC Davis, you'll be able to say, I get it. I understand why that needs to be done that way. And if you're wondering whether the brewing industry is the place for you, again, pursuing studies at UC Davis is the right way to go, because there's folks like me, and we can pass on our experiences, our anecdotes, the sorts of things that you don't see in textbooks. You don't see them unless you're going to do the night shift or something somewhere, and find out what really happens in this wonderful world of beer and brewing. There are many places you can go to for a brewing education. But I really urge you to come to Davis, whether it's online or physically. Come to Davis, because I can assure you, you will learn about brewing and related technologies like malting in a way in which it's fun, it's engaging, and it covers everything you really do need to know to make sense out of this wonderful product and this wonderful industry. Hope to see you at UC Davis.
All right, I am going to share some links now and some attachments. So I'm first going to drop in the brewing catalog for you. That's going to give you all the details about the program, and it's often utilized as that 1-minute flyer for those trying to pitch for employer sponsorship. I'm also going to go ahead and drop in the details and schedule for the in-person cohort for our upcoming. I will go ahead and provide the link. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see here. Yes, I am going to provide the link here to the application to the program. There we go. That's in the chat for you as well. And finally, I am going to share with you the link to Suzette Odom, our financial advisor. So let me go ahead and drop that in, since I'll be discussing her next. Oh, and one final. I'm also going to go ahead and drop in a page to our scholarships. All right. So We have multiple different ways for you to finance your education for this certificate, both for online and in person. So, of course, we have our Sally Mae student loan options. Our program is fully academically accredited, so you are able to utilize these for student loans. Also, for College Avenue student loans, job training funds, including WIOA, SETA, and AmeriCorps Education Awards. Also, this program, both online and in person, are fully VA approved. So if you have a GI Bill that you would like to utilize this program for, please reach out to Suzette. She has all the details, especially with VA, and she'd be able to help guide you through that process. There is a link on the finance page that I just shared with you in the chat that will guide you towards the VA packet that you can fully complete and submit online, and it will go directly towards Suzette and she can help facilitate things there. Her information is shared in the chat. You will be able to reach out to her for both student loans and scholarship information. I did put a link in for the scholarships. Our Tapping Potential Scholarship is offered for application every October. In addition to that, there are other scholarships on that page with different deadlines throughout the year that you are welcome to apply for. Do take note of some are for in-person, some are for online, and that will help work through there. Okay. One other thing that I would really like to draw your attention to is our new short course that we have available. So this is our Master Digital Marketing for your brewery. This program will be running March 3rd through April 27th and is registering now. The tuition for this program is $799. This is a fully online program, and there is one mandatory class. All others work on the same asynchronous format as the online Master Brewing program. So it allows you to be able to work on that module week by week basis and with the live open office hours. The one mandatory course, make sure please that you are able to attend if you register for this program, will be held Thursday, April 10th from 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Other than that, it is fully online and asynchronous. So do check that one out and let me go ahead and share this link with you. Great program, brand new. It's going to be a wonderful addition to the brewing market. And let me share that link for you to register online. All right, that link is now in the chat as well. Don't wait, that one can fill. And I am going to launch a quick poll. Ask for a little feedback if you would please. It's only 4 questions, and I'd just like to know if this information session was beneficial for you. What worked, what didn't, what should I improve on? That would be wonderful if I could get your feedback. And I will go ahead and open the floor to you. What questions do you have for me? How can I help? See, people are filling out the poll. Thank you. I appreciate that. Feel free to put your questions into the Q&A. I'd love to address them here. If you prefer a one-on-one appointment, please do utilize my Calendly in the chat. It's the first link I dropped in. Feel free to schedule some time there, or you can always just shoot over your questions via email. That's also in the chat, or give me a call. I'm happy to take your call that way as well. Just to reference back, we are accepting applications still for the in-person program, which begins March 10th. I know, just around the corner. today? I'm going to hang on for another minute or so, see if any questions come in. But if you don't have any questions, I just want to thank you for joining today. And I hope to see you in class. Be sure to submit your applications. We have a turn time of approximately 48 hours for your application. So you will have a quick turn on your response, and we'll be able to guide you through enrollment. Oh, it looks like we do have a question that came in. Do I need to have prereqs completed before I apply? If I do not have the prereqs, where can I complete them? Yes, absolutely. So you do need to have all of your prerequisites completed before you submit your application. Otherwise, it will be declined. You do need to have a transcript attached to your application for review. If you currently have transcripts available and you would like to have them reviewed, feel free to attach them to your application. They'll be reviewed, and any lacking prerequisites, we can absolutely refer to you. Let me pull one of our resources, and I can share in the chat for you where many of our students decide to go for their courses. Now, we do offer a basic chemistry for winemakers course that will fulfill your chemistry requirement. We offer that one. It's a fully online asynchronous program that begins June 9th, June 7th, June 9th. Let me look that one up. That one begins next June 9th. So if you are interested in completing a chemistry course through us, it is $625, and it includes the textbook. It's a 13-week-long course, and it's a blend of organic, general, and biochemistry. It's a great course, and it's those in the wine industry. So you have that correlation of networking opportunity. Now, if that's not something you're looking for and you'd prefer to take your courses in person, you are welcome to take them through your local JC. Go ahead and send me over your course outline that you are looking to register for, and I'd be happy to sign off and make sure that that's the right course for you. Outside of that, if you're looking for a fully online school, let's see here. We do have many students who go through online schools simply because it gives a lot of flexibility. They're self-paced and you're able to do so that way. I'm going to go ahead and drop in the chat some recommendations. Now, we have no affiliation to these schools. It is simply just where we've seen many students complete it from. So know that that is available to you. Take a peek. If you prefer go somewhere else, that's absolutely fine. So go ahead and check out the chat for that. All right, let's see here. And next question that came up is, do we have a scholarship? Yes, I did share the scholarship page, and let me go ahead and provide that to you directly as well. We have different scholarships available through our website that you can apply for. Some are for the in-person cohort, some are for the online, different timing for them. So it's going to be something that you'll need to explore what would work best for you. Our tapping potential is one that accepts applications starting October 1st and concludes October 31st. So do know that that is one that would not be available for the upcoming, as we've already awarded the scholarship this year. However, next year, if you are looking to participate in that cohort, that's available to you. So let me go ahead and provide you this link. All right. Any other questions I can help with today? not seeing any new ones in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. All right. Well, please do feel free to reach out to me with any additional questions that you may have. I appreciate you joining today, and I hope to see you in the upcoming cohort. Thanks so much. Have a great day.